If you're still trading your time for a paycheck, you are literally playing a game that you can't win. Today, I'm going to show you why building a digital business that sells a digital product isn't just a good idea, it's actually survival. And why staying in a job where you're getting paid by trading your time for dollars is a game that most people will never escape. Now, we're going to be going over 5 brutal truths of why building a digital product business is the right thing to do, and you better do it before it's too late. And I want you to stick around for number 5, because number 5 is one that nobody ever talks about, but it's the real reason why I will never work for somebody else ever again. Now, we've won the school games. We're the top 10 in school in business and money. We actually been doing this stuff since 2007. So I'm not coming at you with this information because it's something that I'm just, coming up with out of nowhere. We've been living this and doing this stuff. So here's the thing. The first day I realized that I was in the wrong game is when I'm sitting at my desk. I was selling cars at the time, and my boss was like, telling me what to do and all this stuff. And I had had it at that moment. And I'm looking across the way and I see the guy that's always coming in for a couple hours. They said he was making 70, 80 grand a month, and he worked a couple hours a day. And I'm like, what, how does he get to do this? And I'm in here working 12 hours a day, 13 hours a day, sometimes longer. And I'm making nothing, I'm making 5, 6 grand a month as a car salesman. I was like, what's going on here? So the first thing, and I made some notes here. The first thing is that you want time freedom, right? Well, when you build a digital business, you get to work once, but you get to sell it forever. Whereas if you have a job, you work once, you get paid once. And if you miss work, you don't get a paycheck. In a job, you're basically renting your life out by the hour. In a digital business, you actually build something that pays you whether you show up or not. Doesn't it make sense that you get something that you can create it once, you can do the work one time, and it still works for you out there over and over and over again? You only get to do this life thing one time. Don't you think it makes sense to start looking at something that can keep paying you for the work you did one time? Okay, reason number 2 why you want to build a digital business is because a digital business, 10 sales, 100 sales, 1,000 sales, there's no extra hours needed, so you can scale yourself. Instead of trading flesh for dollars, where you're having to go in physically, you can literally trade bits for dollars. You can, like, you're watching this video right now. I'm not actually doing this right now. I did this a while ago, but you're watching it now. It's still working for me long after I did it. That's the key. That's the ability to scale yourself. That's what is so important there. If you go to a job and you have a job, nothing against it. Listen, you got to pay your bills. You got to do your thing. But I'm talking about making a shift here. I'm talking about changing what you're doing. In a job, more money equals more hours, which equals more stress. The truth is, at a job, you're getting paid by the hour, and online, you're getting paid by the idea. What makes more sense to you? What would you rather be a part of? Reason number 3 is you have global reach when you build a digital product business. In a digital business, your customers aren't just local, they're actually worldwide. And at your job, your income is actually capped by where you live and who's hiring. The hard line here, your dream customer isn't always down the street. They're scrolling on their phone right now looking for you. Just like you're watching this right now, probably on some sort of mobile device if we're looking at the natural statistics. So the cool thing about a digital business, you're not trapped to just some local area. Reason number 4, ownership and control. So with a digital business, you own the product and the pricing and the future. Whereas at a job, someone else owns your paycheck, your promotions, your security. They basically dictate the financial atmosphere and the financial health of your life, which is ridiculous. And so the big hard line here is you don't own the system owns you when you're at a job. Whereas the other way, you get to call the shots, you get to control things. So really keep that in mind. The 5th reason here, which is the one that I told you to stick around for, which is legacy and impact. In a digital business, you create these assets that can actually outlive you, right? I could be dead right now and this video could still be out there working. My products can still be out there working. Courses, communities, books, programs. How many times have you listened to somebody's information, or you've watched a video where, somebody's actually dead already? Like, I listened to Alan Watts, he's gone. Jim Rohn, he's gone. These people left a legacy, right? They're still They're still out there. Zig Ziglar, listen to him. These guys have passed away. This is the type of thing that you can leave a legacy with. You can help people long after you're gone. With a job, you create assets for someone else's dream. And here's the thing, it's not your fault, right? Like, you were sold this idea, get good grades, go to school, get a job. But the truth is you're having to trade, flesh for dollars. You're having to trade time. And if you really want to reach those goals and dreams, you're going to have to figure out a way out, right? You're going to have to figure out a way to control that more. So when you build your own thing, you're not just making money. You're also supplying yourself with time, but you're also building a legacy that your kids can inherit, or whoever you want to leave it to, right? Or just the information itself that you're just helping people with is so powerful, no matter if you're here or not. You have a chance right now to create content like this and put it out on the internet to help people, if that's what you're into. If it ain't for you, well, then it ain't for you. In the new world, you're either creating assets or you're someone else's asset. So the key here is to choose wisely, okay? Make sure you choose to be in the system that makes more sense for you. And if you're ready to start building your freedom machine and you want to learn how that works, I'm going to show you a simple way that I did it. Just go down to the description. There's a link down there where I've got a free training where I go over exactly how we've been able to make millions of dollars a year doing exactly that, building digital product businesses. The quick recap here is we went over the 5 brutal truths why you want to build a digital product business before it's too late. And if you're still trading your time for a paycheck, you're playing a game that you can't win. We want time freedom. We want scalability. We want global reach. We want ownership. We want legacy. Which one of those is the most important to you right now? Go down in the comments and let me know about that. And I'll see you in the next video.